have played this before, and right now I'm going to go ahead and apologize for the bad quality of my microphone. It's a cheapy headset that I'm looking to improve on in the future. So basically, what we've got here is the faction selection. As you can probably already gather, there are a lot of human factions available for this game. More than I'd like, considering my own personal tabletop faction, the Wood Elves, aren't currently even an option. The Bretonnians are missing, though you can get Grail Knights, I believe, or Knights Errant at some point in the game. Khemri are missing. Skaven are missing. I'm a big fan of Skaven. I used to collect them. I don't have them anymore. Generally, yeah, those are all missing. There's a lot of humans. The elves are here, slightly anyway. They aren't too big a faction in this, but I'm going to go ahead and play the Dwarves here because gun lines, easy, right? I'm not that big on the tactics in this game, I have to admit. I'm not very good, so it's a nice and easy place to start, I think. So we're just going to hop straight into the game now. That's another thing. This game likes bringing up a lot of quotes from various Warhammer lore, but the game itself is actually a segmented version of the Warhammer world. Like, you'll see if I ever play as the elves, they get their reinforcements from across the sea. They're not really an element, I suppose. They are and they aren't, but you'll probably see some point in here anyway. So we'll just get right to that now and set up. Unusually long loading bar here, but never mind. Come on. It doesn't usually take that long. Alright, so we'll disable that. We do not want assassins in this. They are horrendously unrealistic, the way they just snipe out special characters. One of the things I've done here in preparation is I've given myself a little bit of a boost. As you can see, I have access to a lot of units. I have a decent amount of gold. One thing I like to do in this game, because the scripted events in this game are incredibly harsh, they'll often put full stacked armies at your doorstep within a turn's notice to try and drive through some kind of forced narrative. So I basically like to get my capital city and boost it to completion, essentially. You'll see that none of my other areas are full at all. Let's go have a look. Like this one, for example, you'll see it has absolutely nothing. We're just going to build some buildings. I'm not overly fussed because buildings tend to change hands a lot in this campaign. So being overly picky about what you put in them is a little bit of a waste. What I'm trying to focus on here is just getting them building something so that they're not completely left alone. But those ones, like this one here, Karak, Norn, that's just absolutely miles away from my capital. It's pretty much a lost cause. If anything goes for that, there is no way I can reinforce it whatsoever. My Slayers, on the other hand, I like to think that these guys will be able to manage their stuff pretty well. I am a bit of a sucker for themed armies here, so I do try and keep them Slayer themed, but this early in the game I'm not spoiled for choice. They don't have anything really, and I think that's just about everything there, so we can go on to the next turn. Thankfully the turns seem to go fairly quickly. The only major things to watch out for, more often than not, are roaming enemy armies. Well, yeah, roaming enemy armies. The scripted events, like I said, they can go pretty crazy. I mean, I'll be surprised if we don't have a massive block of orcs outside my main gate already. So fingers crossed that we get a nice start. I mean, I've had games where I've had a savage orc boss leading a massive army, 3 full stacks of guys. Oh, it would appear we have no one there. Joseph Bugman. We will definitely be taking him. His upgraded rangers, I believe it's rangers that he gives. Yeah, we don't want to say no. Let's hope he's not too far away. It's another downside of getting these. We never really know. Yeah, see? He's out there miles away from my base, and look at that full stack. Full stack of orcs. So, let's get him back as quickly as possible. Send someone out to meet him, and hope they don't get absolutely annihilated. While there are massive armies roaming around, the AI is a little bit fair on this. It doesn't just come in and completely destroy you. With the exception of a couple of scripted battles where the scripting is to kick your ass, you get generally, you're generally okay. You're not going to be witch hunted by giant stags. And that's another thing I don't understand. Night goblins right there and not selectable. So not fair. I absolutely love night goblins. They are hilarious. But I do understand why they're not a playable race here. I mean, taking over all of this territory with night goblins, oh my god, that would be absolutely insane. The amount of troops you would need. Alright, so Bugman's been left alone for now, so we'll get him in with the Lord and keep him there, because yeah, those rangers definitely. I like to build mortars for the defending armies because they can actually shoot over the walls, and there are a lot of walls with the dwarven keeps. I don't know if all of the keeps are the same, but from my experience they most definitely are. Just get absolutely anything I can here. In the non setup areas, I just want to get a presence, because as you saw there was a massive block of orcs just wandering up the wasteland. And no doubt they're going to end up at one of my doorsteps because they like to do that. They just don't seem to be able to help themselves. I think that's it for now. Not too much left to do. So if it isn't obvious already, I'm a bit of a turtle when it comes to this. I don't like leaving bases undefended. That might be because of the other Total War games that I played. I have played them all. The worst thing in the world is basically losing an entire city to someone who just roams in with 1 or 2 units of guys and is like, hey, I'm taking this. This base is now mine. You do not have a defending force, and they just walk in and steal it.
Did I hear someone mention?
Put some watchtowers up so I don't have to keep this one unit here scouting the landscape. I want to be able to see if they're actually coming up or not.
Hey, oh, not a problem.
Everything's still building. 1 turn left on those. Longbeards are really quite nice in this, better than the basic troops, I think. So I'll be building those until I get more iron breakers. And in Kara Zekarak, I'm basically going to be going for as solid a defense as I can. I'm not too fussed in these other areas, but that capital city has to be able to withstand everything. If it doesn't, if I lose that, it's game over, essentially. So let's try and get him back inside.
I'll be going.
There's no reason. You probably saw the little phase in just then. That's because the game crashed. Although this is a really, really nice mod, probably my favourite of all of the mods I've played. The Lord of the Rings one is quite nice, but this mod has some stability issues, and I think a lot of it comes from the scripted events that it has. Because I don't understand, they're constantly rezzing, like, the computer cheats a lot in this, and it's constantly rezzing armies, making battles happen, doing all sides of crazy stuff. I mean, in the top section of the map, Chaos is probably battling it out like crazy. Nothing important there. That's all my stuff done, so there should be more to select next time. We'll get these guys over here. I'm probably going to end up making them a separate army and sending them out eventually, or I'll use them as my fortresses get to develop. It's the weaker units that I'll send out first to basically explore the land and see what's going on and everything. Like I said, I'm a bit of a turtle. I like to keep my bases solidly defended, so I'll always find the best units will remain at my base, and that's kind of good and it's kind of bad. I mean, the upside is I can retrain them and they'll get a lot of experience that way, which is a major plus. I can't remember if the new games, the new Total War games actually included something like that. As far as I remember, they only upgraded the equipment. The people didn't actually get any kind of experience, so this doesn't really work in the new games, but as far as this game is concerned, I'm pretty sure I can get away with it. Just filling out some more unit size here because we just need the troops at this point because, yeah. And there's that big block of orcs on his way over. This is why, exactly why I'm getting as many bodies as physically possible, because that guy, granted he's a couple of turns late. He is a couple of turns late. Usually he's here by now. There's also another scripted event that I know I have to be wary of, and that's the tunnels under Carrick 8 Peaks. There's a special event, scripted event, where you basically get besieged by masses and masses and masses of night goblins. I think in my first playthrough, I definitely lost that. That's okay, 3,000 gold crowns for doing absolutely nothing, I don't mind that. There's my buildings built in the other settlements. Nothing particularly going on right at the moment, but I have a massive army of orcs sitting right outside my door.
Let's slaughter this filth!
At least it doesn't appear to be the savage orcs. When you get the savage orc big boss at the front door, that is trouble. Add in some more of those amazing rangers for retraining, get them skilled up. Now this place I have to be careful because this place, it's well out of the way of orcs. Orcs aren't the problem, but just north you have the undead. Just filling these out again, getting as many bodies in those cities as possible so that when they inevitably get attacked, I have something to defend with. I don't just have to close my eyes and click auto resolve and watch them get completely obliterated. Oh, you can see up the top there's a vampire counts person, I believe, sitting above Zufbar, I believe that's called, Zufbar. Thankfully this has kind of like the whole human elf dwarf alliance built in. I don't have to worry about making friends with all the different empire factions. And there was a mod, a sub-mod I suppose you could call it, that basically gave it the real total war effect where all the humans started off neutral to one another, they weren't all friends. But not this one. Yep, Sylvania. Absolutely wonderful. At least he doesn't have an army with him. I am not going to go and start a fight with him, but I will bolster these defenses because, yeah, that's going to be, oh my god. Okay, so yeah, this is what I was worried about. At least I managed to get a full stack of bodies in there, otherwise they would be sieging that by now, without question. Let's see if they actually make the siege. I kind of want to be on the defense for this because then I get to make use of the walls and the battlements. Ah, they didn't siege, okay. Well, that's annoying. can't just leave them to sit outside of the base. I may actually have to take it to them. I really don't want to have to take it to them. They probably have Black Orcs, Savage Orcs and everything. That's not going to be a nice experience whatsoever. Elective Iceland. You need help? I need help. That's quite nice. I've never seen one of these before. This is the first time I've ever been randomly gifted a rock handle. So it would appear we have a rune priest. If only I wish I knew. If only I wish. If only I knew what these guys did. Okay, so that's different. Apparently it's a form of cannon. That's not so useful. Let's go and put this in. Yeah, it's just randomly left outside my doors. Let's go and put them inside because we do not want that nice big block of orcs having a stomping session on my poor anvil.
Did I hear him? That's a fair distance. I hope my expenses
Transfer his hammers to
look up. Never trust an
their castle. Carricate piece.
A short stroll, you say? Break out the Bugman's
Diplomat there. They're still outside. They can continue to build, that's another nice thing, because they're not actually sieging me, they're not interfering with my ability to build units. But it probably means that he is waiting for someone. Which means that the army that was down south just a moment ago is probably actually on its way up. And it's waiting for another stack of troops before it'll attack, so I think rather than actually allowing that to be a thing, I should probably do something about it. Okay, and we had another little hiccup there. That was weird. But we're back on track. I think I am actually going to attack this guy because I don't want him waiting for reinforcements. I'm outnumbered. It's an even battle. I'm not getting help from my reinforcements, but I don't really want them to because if I lose that battle, I need them to jump straight into their castle. Another quote from Warhammer lore. Warrior priests are actually a thing. One of my other favourite factions that I like using is Reichland. I'm not sure why Reichland above all others. I'm not fond of actually having the Emperor. I just I think they're my favourite coat of arms. Actually, that's not a particularly good reason to prefer them over the others. It's just how it is. Okay, so we're going to line these up. Like I said, I'm not the best tactician. I'm just going to group them up into their various types and put them together. Form a nice strong shield wall. Hide the slayers behind them. Would have stretched it out there. Yep, and there's the shield wall. Well, I'm not going to take advantage of the shield wall just yet actually, because these guys, I forgot, they can actually put spikes up, so I'm going to put them up. I don't think they're going to be, fighting orcs can go one of two ways. Because I've attacked them, there's a good chance they are just going to run to the back of the map and they're going to make me walk forward. But that's providing they have a lot of like archers and whatnot. And they're over there. Okay, so my amazing gun line is even facing the wrong direction. I think that's one of the things that I wish could be different about this game. Again, Total War in general, the franchise. Well, I just moved these up. Generally, I wish that you could see where your enemies are. I get the whole, invisible deployment scenario because you don't want people. You don't want to meta the thing. You don't want to take over advantage or have information that wouldn't otherwise be at your disposal. But as far as I'm concerned, I attacked them, so I know where they are within reason. It should at least give a slight indication. Just speed that up, because as you know, dwarves are like the slowest thing on the planet, so it's going to take them a while to get there a certain way. I'm going to try and shell them with the mortars and see if I can make them come to me, because I don't want to go forward, because like I said, if they have a lot of archers, I am in big trouble. Those dwarven legs aren't good for running. That's definitely for certain. Again, I can't quite see what they actually have, which I don't mind, because being able to see, just trying to get a better view. No, that's not going to happen. And the mortars are shelling them, so that's a good start though. Spreading them out, bringing the hammers up into the line. Come on. Charge at me. I'm hoping they get fed up with being bombed and they'll just run at me. No, still nothing. That's awkward. Well, all I can do is try and empty those mortars on them, but I have a feeling I'm not hitting the most efficient point of just bombing trash, essentially, because I can't see the rest of the army. This is going to be one long, boring fight if this just continues. Which usually I wouldn't be against, however, I don't really want to. Let's try moving them up a little bit. Shimmy my way up the map. Make it look like I'm going to take it to him and not actually take it to him. Hope that forces a charge. The AI in this is quite nice. I've always liked the AI in the Total War games, because you can basically, it's pretty similar to a lot of player interaction, the AI, and you can bait them into stuff, which of course, depending on the difficulty and the actual AI itself, a lot of games risk the ability of basically becoming predictable, too easy to bait, too easy to understand. This mod itself, I think it comes with an AI alteration, so this isn't the default Total War AI that's playing here. This is a unique / updated version. Yep, we can fire that forwards. I want them to hit the commanders at the back, but they're well out of range. Can I get them? They're gonna have to move, I believe. Shimmy, 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 shimmy. Come on. And this is what I was worried about. They have a boatload of archers, it would seem, because I am getting absolutely pelted with arrows. This is not good. I really want them to make the first charge, because I want them running into my crossbows. I don't want to be running into their arrows, but they definitely outnumber me. We'll send these hammerers in, because, yeah. Hopefully if the hammerers get into combat with those archers, it'll be enough to set the rest of their army into motion, and they'll just start charging. I'm more than likely, 90% likely, to lose those hammerers, but I'll set the mortars on the command squad at the back. I'm highly positive that is a Black Hawk command unit in the background. So I'll use the remainder of my shells there. That was an absolutely horrible charge. Oh my god. Where's the rest of the unit, guys? You left your unit behind. Come on, come on, come on, help, help, help. We're not gonna run in like 5 at a time and die like idiots. Come on. There we go. I think that's done it. The rest of the army's coming forward now. Which is exactly what I wanted to happen. My little shield wall here. Come on. Oh my god, look at all those Black Hawks. Holy damn. Alright, let's try sending these out for the counter charge. By the time these little dwarf legs arrive, it should be just in time. I think that's cavalry in the back. Yeah. Oh god damn it. Okay, so right. We're gonna have to get those crossbows out of there at some point and try and protect the cannons, because those are probably gonna go around. As long as that shield wall can hold the line, the slayers should be able to get the killing work done. I really love this game, like Medieval 2 Total War. It might not have the graphics of the newer games, but with mods like these games are pretty much, to me, just immortal strategy games. And when you throw Warhammer into the mix, it just gets better. No. Now are they running? They're running an awful long way away, but I can't. I have a feeling they're going to come back. They're most definitely going to come back. Luckily the Rangers have pretty decent, I think they have great weapons. So they're not too hard. Trolls. Why did they bring the trolls? I should actually go back and zoom in there in a minute if I can get a better look at those trolls. I haven't. It's the first time fighting trolls, so this is pretty new for me, because usually they don't bring them. Minotaurs from the Beastmen, yes. Ogres from the Human and Mercenary, yes, but it's the first time I've actually seen trolls, so. Oh dear. Look at all those orc boys. This is not good. That one mortar's just been completely destroyed. I doubt that's going to be operational by the time this is over. I need to get the other mortar out of here.
Very well, what I had is your next suggestion.
All those bodies. We got rid of the cavalry at least and set this line back up. Get them firing again. More cavalry coming around the side, that is not fun. And even more Black Hawks. Ugh. Or are they the same ones? Right, the line is holding. As long as the line holds, life is good. But those arrows are going to become a bit of a problem. And this is kind of risky. If I was using anyone but dwarfs, I would not be willing to do this. But I really need to make use of that mortar and try and bomb them while they're stationary. Come on. It's one of the things that the computer seems to do quite well. To avoid morale problems, it cycles out units quite a bit. You can see the Black Hawks over there are actually running away. But they're not fleeing, they're just marching. They'll turn around and be back in like a matter of, there we go. And then they turn, they're charging back in, it builds up morale in the nearby unit, and they get the charge bonus again. I, on my other hand, being horrifically outnumbered, like, oh, come on Rangers, come on. Quick, 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 quick. We outnumber these guys, we should be alright, but they are savage orcs, so at least this isn't the savage orc big boss, or everything would be savage orc, and that would be horrible. But yeah, that's what I was saying. Being outnumbered like I am, or at least in the middle there, I don't have the option to run away, because if I try and pull that line out, there's no one to take over the hole that they've left, and they would just get run down. So I have no choice but to sit there and take those repeated Black Orc charges, and that is horrible. If I had more troops, I'd be able to cycle them. Oh. How much cavalry do they have? I thought I killed all their cavalry. Those Black Orcs going for good, or are they coming back? A good couple of mortar shells in there. And they're coming back again. Go away! My line is still there. The line is still there. Our numbers are definitely getting a bit low though. We really need this to like end soon. Thankfully I've got Slayers, so my morale is reasonably good. I've got the Berserk on them and everything, so they're fighting their little dwarven hearts out at the moment. Are they broken? Are they broken? Or are they coming back?
Yes, well, at least you had the decency to tell us.
If they are marching, they're going to come back somewhere. Oh, no, they're breaking. Look at all those dead bodies. That is a lot of dead orcs right there. We can break that. If we can break that Black Orc unit, I'm pretty sure this will be over. And it needs to be over soon. I've taken so many losses in this fight. Come on. There are only 3 units around here. They need to rush the archers. Look at those trolls. Still fighting. And I think victory is within reach. There we go, come on. Break the archers. Get rid of them. That was a really anticlimactic Slayer charge, but there's only a couple of them left, so what do you expect? The Rangers seem to have grips on everything down there. It's going well. These trolls, they really... wow. Come on guys, just die. This is over, come on. Stop killing more of my people. I'm just gonna send these up and make them run through. I'm probably gonna lose quite a few guys here. Oh, the general's gone. That's exactly what I wanted. Now we push. Go, 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 go. And they're fleeing. A lot more casualties than I was hoping for. I think this is most definitely in the bag. Now we just need to rush up and take those archers, make the rest of them flee. And yeah, I knew that Black Orc unit that kept recharging back in again and again and again, that needed to die. Sprint, you little dwarfies. And there they go. Goodbye. Enemy general fallen. You guys definitely just went in the wrong neighborhood. Just showed those orcs that we mean business. And that's the first victory for this campaign. We'll just go ahead and execute all of those. We don't play nice. And that's that. There we go. First battle. Took a massive toll on my troops, but most of the units are still intact, so I'm going to have to retrain a lot of guys and get them back up. I think there's not much more to do on this turn. he just got upgraded. Trade increased. +1 command, not bad. Make them even less likely to break. Make them more... make those walls a lot stronger. Yep, that'll do I think. We've earned that one there. And that's the first episode of my Call of Warhammer Dwarven campaign. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you back for the next one. Bye!